My team had 100 IT applications. And as you know, when you're doing a scope change, every single application has to sign off on it to make sure they're not impacted. I was going to honestly take the full 9 months that they give me to get the project done, just to do the first scope change. And then the second scope change was going to take another 9 months, and that simply wasn't acceptable on a 6-month timeline. And that was driving me to feel crisis, change, and conflict all at once. Fortunately, they transferred me out of there, so I didn't have to worry about it. But seriously, what I did do on the person that was picking up after me, what I said to him was, you have to have an assistant or this project is going to roll. You do not have time to manage the project and manage all these change requests that are going to be coming. And he did that, and it turned out to be a very successful project. And what was really nice about that one is that one we're reporting right up to the CEO, Randall of AT&T. He had a very vested interest in getting this project done. And what the idea that I'm not the amygdala hijack is that would drive fear, uncertainty, and doubt, which is a bad thing. And then what that does is drive to an amygdala hijack. And what an amygdala hijack is the amygdala is at the base of your brain. It's what some people call a lizard brain. And it processes everything you perceive first. And in 1/2000th of a second, it's not very bright, it'll tell the rest of your brain, is it time for a fight or flight response? 1/12,000th of a second. That little thing about the size of an almond is telling your brain, am I going to seize up? Am I going to have an emotional reaction? And I said, whoa, hold on a second here. I'm the new guy. Can somebody to tell us what the actual project is? What are we trying to accomplish? So change, conflict, and crisis mentality. I'm sure some of you may have felt this when the project wasn't going quite right. Confusion, short-term tactical, rash decision, lower IQ, especially on your teams. If your team is suffering through an issue, through a fear, uncertainty, or doubt situation, just expect that their IQ is going to go down. And if you're writing materials for the outside world, and there's a possible condition that could cause the field to have stress, write your training materials at the 3rd grade level, because if it's in the middle of a crisis, people's brains just don't process information as well as they could. Ignore help. Many of the time I've heard of other people having issues, and I say, you know what, I've got a lot of time today, just make me your clerk, I can step in and do all your paperwork so you can get out of the issue. People typically say no, because they tend to pull in and crunch in and say, I can do this myself. Tunnel vision, there's actually been scientific surveys or scientific studies where it's been determined that your actual peripheral vision narrows if you begin to get stressed out. And finally, people tend to work on the tried and true instead of what's right at the moment. My very first boss that I filled my bell had that exact same thing happen. He had us working 12-hour days because we're having trouble with the computer, getting enough computer time. Then all of a sudden that issue with the computer went away, and he still had us working 12-hour days because that was the way he was raised in IT, to work 12-hour days just because. The tried and true. So as project managers, as Scrum Masters, if ever you're in the middle of fear, uncertainty, and doubt, and somebody comes up with a potential solution, make sure that that solution isn't just a tried and true solution. Make sure that that solution is a good solution for the situation that you're currently in. And again, the neurocortex is at the top portion of your brain, and the amygdala, which captures all the feelings of your brain, is at the base, and that's what shoots stress hormones into your brain. And the trick, of course, is to be able to control that amygdala, and we'll be getting into that in just a little bit.
Hello, this is Brian Vanderjack. I'm available for professional development days, association meetings, or similar. Please feel free to reach out to me at brianvanderjack@gmail.com. Have a great rest of your day.